All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Tuesday, March 5th, 2024 meeting of the Facilities Committee of the School District. I will first start with a roll call, starting with you, Mr. Epps.
Zachary Epps, present.
Robin Murphy, present.
Ross Whiting, present.
Leah Mulhern, present.
Charles Burdell-Williams, present.
Dan Schultz, present.
Mia Blitzstein, present. Jenny Lohman, present.
All right, thank you very much. We'll update attendance if we have additional folks who come in. Is there a motion to approve the meeting minutes from the February meeting?
So moved.
Second.
All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. And just one comment overall about the format of the minutes. I like where we are with our format. I like that we have links to the YouTube. I greatly appreciate. I think the community does as well. That the information is becoming much more accessible and is very accessible. I know we still, have to manage through making sure the slides always reflect, because there's some last minute changes and all that, but understanding the challenges doing that in sometimes a short amount of time, still wanted to share just appreciation for the format and that we've been very consistent for members and receive that feedback.
Somewhere Kate Thompson is smiling.
That's true. All right, and I will turn it over to Mr. Holman for a presentation.
Yes.
Good evening, everyone. Let's get started. First slide, please. That's the cafeteria of the high school. There was a request to have menu boards installed outside the serving lines in the cafeteria. The facilities department collaborated with Whitson's, our food service provider, and our IT department. Students will soon have the ability to see what's on the menu for the day. The introduction of the menu boards also aligns with the district's commitment to providing students with healthy and nutritious meal options. Next slide, please. This is, we recently experienced a cost-saving victory thanks to the expertise and resourcefulness of building mechanic Will Cochran. When the air handler unit that provides air to the main office complex had a catastrophic failure, with the estimated cost to replace the unit at $15,000, Mr. Cochran was determined to find a more affordable solution. So, after carefully examining the unit, Mr. Cochran was able to identify the issue and develop a repair plan. With a keen understanding of the system and a willingness to think outside the box, he was able to permanently repair the unit for under $200. This impressive feat not only showcased Mr. Cochran's exceptional skills as a building mechanic, it also underscores the importance of having knowledgeable and resourceful staff members within the district. Mr. Cochran has been with the district for 16 years. Wow. So that picture, the next slide, please. That picture is where the squirrel cage crashed through the housing. So, and that picture next to it is the repair that was made. So everything went back together and ran perfectly. It's operating now, so which is great. Next slide, please. Speaking of the high school, other than Elkins Park, the high school is the oldest school in the district, as you all know. The high school is a key focus for revision architecture, SSM consulting, and the facilities department as we prioritize sustainable and efficient infrastructure. By collaborating with KCBA and leveraging the expertise of our platform partner, Bureau Veritas, we have been able to gather essential data on system life expectancies and the need for the replacement. This information has allowed us to refine our approach and develop a revised number for the attention and investment required to ensure the school's long-term sustainability. Revision Architecture and SSM Consulting have just recently provided a consultation that outlines the following scope and sequence of work. Number one, place, which is stormwater management, ecosystem support, geographic, cultural, and historic connections. Number two, water efficiency, which is water efficiency. Number three is energy, building enclosure systems will be visually evaluated. Number 4, health and happiness, indoor air quality, which that's very important in today's environments. Indoor environmental quality, which is daylight, acoustics, access to nature. We have a courtyard that is not being utilized at the high school. So let's, look to utilize that. Materials toxicity, high levels of waste management and cleaning. Equity, inclusive environment for people of all abilities and socioeconomic standing. Beauty, incorporation of biophilic design and educational building features. This partnership will enable us to navigate the complexities of sustainable architecture and construction, ensuring that the high school's infrastructure is in line with modern standards and practices. Next slide, please. The facilities department recently took delivery of 3 72-inch deck zero-turn mowers. These replaced the 3 60-inch deck zero-turn mowers. While the increase in deck size may seem insignificant, the impact on the efficiency of our grounds operations cannot be understated. The additional foot in deck size may not seem like much, but in the context of cutting large fields and expansive grounds, it equates to a significant savings in time. The larger cutting width allows for our grounds department to cover more area in fewer passes, thereby reducing the amount of time and manpower required for mowing and increasing overall efficiency. I don't know if you noticed on the way in to the meeting, there's new signage outside. The sign showing the updated logo and updated name of the district have been installed. We went from being the school district of Shellingham Township to Shellingham School District, as it states on our board docs. And the last slide, finally, I want to take a moment to express my gratitude and appreciation for the collaboration between the township and the district's ground departments in performing a cleaning of Panther Road. The efforts put forth by both teams have resulted in a remarkable transformation, and I'm truly impressed with the before and after pictures that have been shared. The before pictures illustrated a road that was in desperate need of attention. The accumulation of debris, litter, and overgrown vegetation not only posed a visual eyesore, but also presented potential safety hazards for drivers and pedestrians. However, the after pictures depict a completely revitalized Panther Road. It is clear that the dedicated work from both the township and our grounds department has made a significant impact in enhancing the overall cleanliness and aesthetics of the area. Thank you all. This concludes my report.
Thank you, Mr. Holman. A lot of good stuff. Any questions from the board?
Just for my notes, thank you for that presentation. How many mowers did we replace?
3.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. Very excited to hear about the tangible, specific actions being taken around sustainability and explored around sustainability in high school. My question is related to sustainability, but one level higher at sort of the policy and strategic direction. It occurs to me that as we are moving towards having some major facilities conversations, of course, we're having the conversations now, but we're going to be reaching decisions. Now is both a hard time because of a bandwidth question, but also an important time to maybe hone in on what is our district's sustainability policy and approach, so that way that can inform the new constructions that we're about to pursue more explicitly. So I just wanted to raise that, to make that comment and raise the question of whether some of those consultants that we're working with in the high school specifically can sooner than later start to also maybe help form potential development of that policy. And just for the newer members of the board, we did pass a resolution. I mean, it was right before COVID hit. COVID derailed it, but we did pass a resolution kind of committing to establishing a sustainability policy and trying to, with an eye towards both what we're teaching our students, but also how our buildings are in terms of carbon footprint and other considerations. So just wanted to raise that for this committee, but also I guess the policy committee's thinking.
Thank you. I know, yeah, we have talked about that over time, and you're correct that I think our focus with mechanic facilities during COVID was around keeping folks safe, right? That definitely I would define as a derailment. That's the perfect way to describe it. So yeah, I'm excited. I said, co-chair of facilities. Any other board questions?
Thanks. The last time we revisited that, it was recommended that we started here in the facilities committee before we went to policy. So I think it's a good suggestion now that we have the intention of revision to bring that up. So I would support that as well. The last time I'd asked directly to revision, and you mentioned in that equity bucket and others, like what might be some opportunities to engage with the Lenape Nation. So if that is something that we can, if there are opportunities, not saying that has to happen, but if there are opportunities, just keeping that on the radar as things go from sort of planning to implementation.
Thank you, Mr. Epps. Any other board questions?
One more.
We're in the middle.
Was it Mr. Cochran who fixed the air exchange? Shout out to Mr. Cochran.
Yeah.
That is an enormous asset, knowing that ingenuity and utility is available to the high school, and being able to address that in this way is an enormous asset to the district. I just wanted to recognize Mr. Cochran.
Yeah, that's why I brought it up. I mean, he's one of our unsung heroes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Awesome work.
Any questions online? No. All right. Agenda item, is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Get ready.
Second.
I'm done.
Hi.